you will be a doctor, a different doctor, and that doctor will be a living medicine treating with the help of modern medicine with the intention of curing the patient. Shivyok says that please do not treat the disease, but treat the root cause of the disease. That is absolutely important. The doctor has to become a cosmic medicine, and doctor has to activate the inner mechanism within the body of the patient so that he can start producing healthy cells. Please stop saying the disease is incurable. The cure is possible. Many years back, the doctors of USA, they said, please train us in the medical field. I said, you are embarrassing me. I have no medical background. You people are learned doctors. How can I teach you? And how can I have a training program? So Dr. Hindu took out few pages. He said, this is the 5-year curriculum of MBBS doctors. But that was anatomy, physiology, pathology of the diseases, and how you take the history and the treatment. So he said that this is the learning based on the physical aspect, the medical science treating the physical body. But what you are teaching us is the cosmic science. And the same skeleton is there, and you prepare the same basis, but not for the physical body, but for the etheric body. That made sense. Because that 5-year curriculum, if I go according to 5-year, it should be 25 years. Because 5 years for the physical body, then 5 years for the etheric body, then 5 years for the astral body, then 5 years for the causal body. But it's not exactly like that. It is not the, which Dr. Bassi said, the Newton linear, this thing. It is, we click and it spreads all over. And I had a desire to give that knowledge and wisdom, and even as far as the physical aspects are concerned, and the medical science, they are the most important, and the deeper factors are missing. I would like to add that in the training program. And at the physical level, I would like to go up to molecular biology, atomic biology, and the quantum physics perspective of the medical science. And then it goes on to the higher, this thing. Now the only thing is, as I said, we are the yogis, we know it, but we do not know how to tabulate it. But there has to be the textbooks and all those things. I'll try my level best to bring in. And the training, the vision which I have is through our medical faculty, and I would like to train them. And through the online programs, where sitting at home, you will have the complete sessions. Because, frankly speaking, this program is just a glimpse of what the Shiva Yoga cosmic science is. It is, we have not even discussed the syllabus of the whole program. So, it has to be imparted to all the doctors, because humanity is suffering and every day the new diseases are coming. And we have to ensure the cure. We have to ensure the perfect health of the people. And that is why there are two very deep areas. One is the health of the human being, the medical science, which we have to integrate with the deeper understanding of the self. And another is the agricultural science. At one time, the Green Revolution came and it did help in helping, and to some extent the hunger they could remove to a level. But while taking care of the hunger and providing food, as a matter of fact, we created a disaster. The disaster is the food which we have started producing is the poisonous food. And the root cause of diabetes, the root cause, now I'm stating a fact, I'm not criticizing any of the modalities in agricultural area. So the cancer is on the rise, and it is because of the presence of poisonous substances in terms of chemical fertilizer and pesticides. But this was done so that we could increase the agricultural production. I had the opportunity to interact with the scientists. I said, how much increase in agricultural produce you have been able to achieve? They said around 30%, 40%. Shiva Yoga is an integrative approach, is knowingness. So even if we take up a project, a specialized project, we always perceive it very broadly. Then my next question was, to achieve the increase in agricultural production from 30 to 40%. Now let us go into the expense part. The statistics of the expenses incurred. Because there has to be a profit and loss statement if in any business organization they take up a project, then the chartered accountant has to prepare a profit and loss statement. The profit is seen, but it is here. But how much expenses we are incurring, that also we have to see it. When there was no introduction of Green Revolution, and there was no introduction of GMO seeds, what was the cost of agriculture? And what is the cost of agriculture now with Green Revolution, where we are trying to achieve an increase of production to 30 to 40%. And that was mind-boggling, because the cost earlier was very, very minimal, and now agriculture has become a very expensive affair. And if you see that increase in production in comparison to increase in cost, I think you're not making profit, but you are almost touching break-even. Or in any project where cost is more and profit is less, one has to be very cautious. Now that is the commercial aspect of Shiv Yoga, because we look at that. And then another thing, we ask questions to ourselves. That what are we producing? We want to increase. The Green Revolution is increasing the agricultural production. Now what is this we are going to use for? So the answer is yes, obviously, for human consumption. Then my question is, why for human consumption? Then the answer is, because we want to provide nutrients. It is not hunger management, let me tell you. Everyone is working, everyone is, the whole UNO and all the organizations, they are working on hunger management. But is it the hunger management or is it the health management in reality? The agricultural production which you are producing, you are increasing. Why you are doing it? What happens when the produce comes? The answer is, it is consumed by the people. Why should they consume? Because you want to provide them nutrients. The agricultural produce which has corticosteroid injections injected in the vegetables, a very high quantity of urea, DAP, the chemical fertilizer, and when the crops are weak, there is an outbreak of epidemic of bacteria and virus, then mindless spray of pesticides, which is of course a poison. So is it going to give nutrients or is it going to give disease? Because the Shiv Yoga took up a moral responsibility that every person should be healthy. So if we have to work on the health management, and we must stop this trend of management of the disease. Nobody wants to become a manager of any disease. Everybody wants to get rid of the disease. So we should be absolutely clear when we are choosing the aspect of it. It is not the stress. Nobody is interested in stress management. We are becoming expert in stress management. Nobody wants to have a management company of stress. everybody wants to get rid of stress. And when we very efficiently start managing the stress, then our profit increases. And we start producing a better and better product of stress, and that is depression. So now the depression. So I'm very consoled that nobody is talking about depression management. Stress management is there. So we are going very deep into it. So there is one area where we are working, and we had been training the agricultural scientists that you want to increase the agricultural production to 30 to 40%. Suppose I give you a modality which is called Shiva Yoga Krishi, Shiva Yoga Agriculture. And suppose I increase the agricultural production to 200 to 800%, then the question was, is it possible? I said, no, I have not stopped here. It is that profit and loss statement. This is the X amount you are spending in production, and Y amount you are receiving as the output. Suppose I reduce the agricultural cost to 70%, because actually all these inventions, whatever are happening, R&D is working for masses. Farmers are masses. Patients are masses. So if we reduce the cost by 70% and increase the agricultural production to 200% to 800%, would you like to adopt? But in India, I was asked, but the name is Shiva Yoga. I said, any name can be there. Because this is the ancient wisdom of the world. The yogis, they had this wisdom, and that is as it is I'm giving. And what was the main objective? To work, because I have to work on the health of the Shiva Yoga has a responsibility to ensure the good health. I'm happy there are doctors from Mauritius. It's very interesting that a absolutely clean island as far as environment is concerned. There is no pollution. But the majority of people of Mauritius, they are suffering from diabetes. And if there is a competition between India and Mauritius, Olympic diabetic competition, I think Mauritius will get gold medal. So I was told to train the people so that they can handle their high blood sugar level. So whenever I take up a project, I go not at the top level, I go at the grassroots level. जब चौकीदार और स्वीपर बनते हो तो बढ़िया मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर बन सकते हैं. because then you know in depth. And I will request that doctors, when you take up your department, you start from cleaner to the nursing staff, so you would know how and what are the things they are facing, and then come to the doctor and all that. So I started working the food behavior of Mauritian people. And it was mind-boggling that the agriculture practice in Mauritius, no farmer is producing their own seeds, they are using GMO, genetically modified. And genetically modified means the seed is modified in the laboratory. One of the scientists I know, he was working on tomato, and he said, and their challenge was that tomato, the skin should be hard so that, and I was shocked when he said, I'm trying to use the mouse skin with the seed. And again I am saying, and for God's sake, it is, you all are scientists, so I want to awaken that thought process, that human being is a product of nature. And your car and machinery is a product of factory. So if you have to service your car or the machines, you have to use the product of the factories to service it. You don't take the car to the sunlight and all that. And same way, a human being is a product of 5 elements, that is earth, water, fire, air, sky. And of course, many people, they do not know of the higher consciousness, the cosmic element. So anything which we are producing by nature is compatible to the person.
कराड़ में शिविर करने के बाद में गांव के आने के बाद मैंने साधना शुरू की। खाली ज़मीन पर ही साधना शुरू की। उसमें ज़मीन जो है वो पूरे मेरे पत्थर रहते थे मेरी ज़मीन में, वो पूरी ज़मीन अब मऊ हो गई और उसका वो मुलायम हो गई। पहले उत्पादन था तो वो कमी एकड़ में कम से कम 4-5 थैले होते थे, अभी वो 7-8-9 थैले तक जा रहे हैं वो। और वो उसका जो बीज है वो बड़ा है साइज उसका, पहले वो बारीक सा रहता था, अब उसका बड़ा है साइज। मेरे पहले 1 फुट 1.5 फुट के रहते थे, अभी 2.5 फुट 3 फुट 4-3.5 फुट तक वो पौधे आ गए। हमारे आजू बाजू वाले जो किसान है वो क्या बोलते हैं, तुम बीज कहाँ का लाए, ये कहाँ का लाए, वो दूसरा अलग है क्या, ये है क्या, वो बोलते हैं। लेकिन हम नहीं बोलते, जो बीज तुमने बोया वही हमारा भी है। हम खाली शिव खेती की इसी वास्ते हमारा ये बीज ऐसा पौधे ऐसे। जब मैं कराड़ से आया हूँ, पहले मेरे को शराब की लत थी। मैं एक दिन मेरा ऐसा नहीं जाता था कि जिस दिन मैंने शराब नहीं पिया। लेकिन आज तक मैंने कराड़ से जब आया हूँ, आज तक मेरे को शराब ये बाकी का कुछ भी मालूम नहीं। खाली मैं एक ये आदमी हूँ, सीधा साधा, खाली कुछ नहीं।
अच्छी फसलें लहलहाएंगी, सभी प्रसन्न होंगे, किसान प्रसन्न होगा, किसान का परिवार प्रसन्न होगा। अब मेरे किसान को, धरती पुत्र को कोई तंग नहीं कर सकता। अब तो संपन्न होना ही है उसको।